In example 5, in 2.2, it says to find zeros and relative extrema. Again, it's like example 4, to help us find zeros, we're going to factor it if we can. Common factor here, it looks like I'm going to take out is negative 2x squared. That'll leave me with x squared minus 1. And then so negative 2x squared minus 1 factors x plus 1, x minus 1. Set the factors equal to 0. Solve. So x equals 1, x equals negative 1. Divide by negative 2, square root it, and you get 0. We don't do plus or minus 0, we square root it because this is 0. This says to look for 4 zeros, and here's 1, here's 2. This one, the x squared, since I square rooted both sides, means this one's actually probably going to repeat. So that's actually 0, 3, and 4. Okay? To find the relative extrema, that's like finding mins and maxes on the graph. So the first thing we're going to do is put it into our calculator, just like we did in class the other day. Y equals, turn it on, y equals, make sure you clear it out, negative 2x to the fourth plus 2x squared, the graph button. And it looks kind of hard to tell what that looks like. So if I hit zoom in to try to make it look a little bigger, it looks like that. And so we know the graph looks something like this. There's our zeros. We know this point's negative 1, that point is 0, and that point is 1. Notice here, since the 0 repeated, we had it twice, that this is what we actually call a turning point, because 0 repeated. So this is a turning point. Now, to find the mins and maxes, it's pretty obvious. This right here is a minimum. So the minimum is 0, 0. Not exactly for sure, but the maxes is that point and that point. We don't know what those points are exactly, so if you recall in the calculator, I'm going to go sect, trace, and then go down the minimum, or sorry, maximum, choice 4. And then I need a left bound, so I'm going to, there's my flashy thingy. So I'm moving it along close to the top over there on the right, hit enter. For the right bound, I got to get it on the other side of the top, enter, enter again. And the screen tells me that the point is 0.71, comma, 0.5. It turns out that the other point is negative 0.71, comma, 0.5. No, it doesn't happen that way all the time. This time it just did. So there's example number 5.